Hey, people, welcome. I'm just gonna say it right now. I quite enjoy the Beatles. I like their music, I watched a few of their flicks, and by a few I mean one, and I even watched a cartoon which was simply great. As much as I want to discuss the show, it is unfortunately not the topic of discussion. However, we are going to be talking about another one of their creations. The Octopus Garden, written by Richard Starkey. I think that's how you pronounce it. AKA Ringo Starr, AKA the best Beatle, in my opinion. Who cares about Ringo? John was the brains, Paul was the soul, George was the heart, and Ringo was the drummer. Well, yeah, but he's a very good one and really changed the way people saw percussion in songs. He's also an actor, a singer, a songwriter, and even a producer. Also, he's probably the most likable out of all the Beatles. He seems nice, he's kind of a goof, but in a good way. He's humble, at least compared to a lot of other folks. He also, for the most part, practices what he preaches. I also really like to root for the underdog. I think people don't really give him enough credit for the things he's capable of doing because he's simply seen as the drummer from the Beatles. It also doesn't help that the rest of the group didn't take his input seriously. As a result, there was a lot of tension in that band. It got so bad that Ringo separated himself from them and went on holiday on a boat that was owned by Peter Sellers. One day when he was still on the boat, he ordered fish and chips for lunch, but instead he got squid. Wikipedia gives us very helpful information about what he thought of it. It was okay, a bit rubbery, tasted like chicken. I'm not even going to attempt to sound like him. The captain of the boat proceeded to tell Ringo about how octopods would collect the shiny things that they find under the sea to make their own garden of sorts. With this information that he learned and the fact that he wanted to get away from all the beef from the Beatles, he was inspired to make the Octopus Garden. Because, and I quote from Ringo, "I just wanted to be under the sea too." Aww. It's a really chill and upbeat song about escaping from your troubles and vibing with some octopuses in the shade. It's really good. I would play the song for you guys, but I don't want to get copyright struck. However, it's available to listen to on the official Beatles YouTube channel if you want to check it out. The link will be in the description. That song is what inspired the painting that you see me working on, obviously, along with some of my previous work that you should totally check out. Okay, it's not just the song, but also the story behind it. I kind of relate to it in a way. It's been very cold and snowy here, and I really miss the warm weather, the beautiful flowers, and the sound of happy birds. But thinking about the sea helps me to escape the drabness of winter. It also helps me to take my mind off the troubles of this world and in my own life. I basically want to be under the sea too. Not dead, mind you, but at peace. It can be hard to find it, but the Lord makes it easy for His children. When we draw near to the Lord, He will comfort us and will be able to take on anything the world throws at us. Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Matthew 11:28-30. So, instead of being worried all the time, take some time to enter into His rest. You'll get new revelation, you'll get answers to your problems, and you'll be rested up for the day. You can do that by just getting away from what's worrying you and being quiet, listening for His voice, praying, or listening to faith teaching. You know, sometimes I wonder if God made all the landscapes and seas not just so that we can harvest the resources, but so that we can have a peaceful environment to escape to. He makes me lie down in green pastures, He leads me beside still waters. Psalm 23:2. If the untouched parts of the earth are beautiful now, I can only imagine what it'll look like when God recreates it. This picture was honestly very fun to make. I liked making the octopuses and positioning them in interesting and fun ways. It was also a joy to make Ringo, even if he does look a little goofy in this picture. I also really liked experimenting with different colors to make the subjects look like they were under the water. If you want something silly and relaxing to remind you of God's peace, or you just want some Beatles fan art, you can buy a print of this painting at my shop. Also, if you buy it by March 5th, you'll get a free St. Patrick's Day card that's written and signed by me. I say thank you and sometimes even add a word of knowledge from the Lord. I've already sent out Valentine's Day cards, but it's not too late for the St. Patrick's Day ones. The link will be in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace and love to you all.